Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It's lovely to have you here, and it's lovely to be back videoing on one of my projects that I started a while ago and had to abandon. It is a beautiful, beautiful sunshiny day here in Lincolnshire in the UK. I have a feeling it might be a bit nippy outside, because we're heading towards the middle of October now, but yeah, through the window, beautiful, beautiful sunshine. So yeah, let's hope we're going to have a nice day. Quick catch up for those of you who have been asking about Neil. He's doing really well. He's fine, thank you. He's out of pain, and is finally, after a few hiccups this morning, being given the okay to come home. It's just a matter now of how long it's going to take them to get the paperwork ready and what have you. So yeah, I'm waiting for a phone call from him to say I can be picked up, but I'm not holding my breath that it'll be too quick. But at least we know he's coming home today. So thank you so much everybody for all your lovely comments. And the ones he didn't see himself, I showed him, so he's seen them all, and he thanks you. And it'll be lovely to have him home. So I am back with you probably don't recognise it because I've made a cover for it off camera while strange hours of the morning, I guess, when I couldn't sleep and what have you. So and I did a bit, put it down, went and had a cup of tea, did a bit more and things like that. So yeah, you didn't see it, but I'll be doing more of these because I've absolutely loved it. So you can probably see I've made a file folder cover for it, and the journal that I'm talking about is the one that I was doing. Oh gosh, I've forgotten its name now. It's Nanine's at Collage Type. Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? It was the pink and beigey. It's got a vintage in the title, I know that. It'll be in the title anyway, so you'll know what it is, even though I can't remember it right now. Yeah, so I decided to ring the changes and use a file folder. This is one kindly gifted to me from Tanya at Tatty Treasure, and thoroughly enjoyed using it. She has them in her shop, and I will definitely be going on and buying some because thoroughly enjoyed this one today. Her shop links, and you're always going somewhere with that. The link to Tanya is always in my description, so if you're one of the few people now who don't know her or don't know where to find her, she's Tatty Treasure on eBay, YouTube, all over the shop, Instagram. But yeah, links are in my description. So let's carry on. So I've just done a file folder cover. I'll tell you about the strings on it in a minute, and Tanya's inspired me a bit, so I've put a flip out on the back and the front cover rather than I could still put pockets, actually I might, I don't know, rather than pockets, just to ring the changes. And I think they work quite nice. I have made them into have you sealed yourself shut a little bit? Oh, that's okay. I've made them, open them at the top so that they are pockets, so we can put journal cards in them. I haven't left the back piece open, so I've glued it down completely, so there is no opening on this file folder, really because I wanted to put this in, and I've put the strings all the way round and glued them in. Because I didn't want to sew this one. So they're a little bit low down, I think, but they're okay. We've got him hanging out now, but oh, I'm so in love with these papers. All right, let's get to it. So this is a Henry Terry book page out of his Victorian Garden. Again, a lot of you will recognise it. And I've just layered three things to make the fastening. So some very thin pink satin ribbon, some pinky purpley, lilac-y I guess, embroidery floss, and something similar to eyelash trim yarn. And I just layered three together because I thought they might, you twist them around and what have you, they're quite fun. And I'll probably at the end, when I start finishing things off, tie a knot or a tassel or something in the end, just so they all stay together. I've left them long enough at the minute so that I could either wrap them round or tie them in a bow. I do like to tie in a bow, but it depends how fat it gets. I don't think it will be too fat because I've not put a spine in it. It's only got the one signature. And that's some vintage lace. I've tried to leave the edge loose and frilly because it is part of the lace that it's frilly, and just glued the rest down. It helps to hide the binding. I like to hide the binding a bit, and yes, just give it a little bit of fancy. Okay, so I put 2 cream envelopes on the inside and glued them in as well, and then just stitched the signature in, which I'm sure we did together. I'm sure I've showed you the papers, whether I folded them and put them together, I don't know, but I'll do a run through with them, with you, because they're beautiful. I hope you've got a good view. So like I say, this is the vintage, I don't think it's vintage roses. Like I say, you'll already know because you'll have seen it in the title, by Nanine. So that's a page from the printed on the vellum. This is the avocado dyed paper kit page. That's the same as that one, yeah. Avocado dyed paper kit page. Yeah, these are all kit pages. Avocado kit. Again, kit and avocado. Beautiful. Beauty is right. And then we made this piece, I believe, together. Yes, we did. When we were making ephemera, that's stitched in the middle. I haven't tied a bow. I think I'm going to put some charms or beads. Definitely beads. Pearls on it, 'cause I think will go. Yeah, so we did that. We made that piece. Okay, so I'll quickly go over the back. Some lovely journaling spots, you know, already made journaling spots, so it's not going to need too much embellishing and ephemera. I'm not going to put a lot in. Haha, she says that all the time. I'm not going to this time, I promise you. It just is so beautiful. I do think that I could overdo this one if I put too much in it. Don't know why I've left that hanging out. You know, but aren't these papers just gorgeous? I just put some plain paper on here. This is it from Kaiser Craft, something like that. It's just for journaling on. You know, it was a 12 by 12 scrapbook pad piece. Yeah, I mean, I could have put more kit on. It all goes, but I just thought I'd have some journaling there. Okay, so that's it. So all we need to do really is fill it, and then it can head off on its way. I will be putting it on Etsy unless I hear from anybody in the meantime, but I don't know when yet. All depends on you know, what happens when Neil comes home. Is he well and fit and healthy, or am I looking after him again? Right, so what did we have made? Let's remind me as much as anybody else. Yeah, a couple of lovely journal cards made from dies by Violet. 2 pockets from the kit. Alright, I think I might have finished this on my own if I remember rightly. It was a pink envelope that I had spare, and I matted this onto it, which is from the kit. That's right, and I used up some of the scraps just to use them up and collage the front. So I put a back. I just had this piece in my scrap box. It was from that is a graphic 45 piece, and I was going to cover the back, but I quite liked the look of that when it, you know, when it came to. I thought, oh, that's quite an interesting look, so I'm leaving it. So I don't know, I might trim it down and put it in one of those envelopes at the front, I don't know, or I might just put it inside. So yeah, these are from the kit. So these are all the small squat tags, and if you remember, I printed a lot of it out twice, so if you've seen 2 of things, that's why. So there's the fancy topped ones, and then there's the square sort of journaling card ones, all from the kit. One of those left. 3 tags. Yeah, I've only printed them on paper and backed them on paper, so they're thick enough for a tag, but yeah, I haven't straightened them out yet, so they're bending. Pretty though. And oh yeah, 2 coin pockets. I think I couldn't remember the name of them, could I? I think the coin pockets. I've just put there was a scrap left from that graphic 45 piece of paper that I put on the envelope, so I just put it in there. And then this one's got one of those in, so they're ready to go. And then this was out of my stash. Again, I think that's one from Tanya, I might be wrong. So these are like pockety things over here. I just pulled this out. I just thought, I know it's got a blue butterfly, but the other colours go really well. Maybe, I don't know. It's cream, isn't it? Perhaps not. Put it to one side. That was from the lovely Violet. I just thought, oh, that might go. And yeah, 2 more pockets. So these ones, yeah, these are ones we made when I was just making ephemera. I think I might put some lace on those as well. So they're ready to go. That's right, we made this. What is it? It's an envelope, Denise. It's a avocado dyed envelope. And again, I just had a piece of, I think that's graphic 45 as well. Piece of scrap card that I put in it as a tag, or I might just leave it as it is, a journal card. It's a nice piece of paper for somebody to play with if they don't want it as journal spot. Yeah, and I think I'll put that down on a page with a tuck behind, I think. And then the long, right, so if they're coin envelopes, is this a coin envelope as well? I don't know. A long envelope. A long envelope as well from the kit. Lovely, isn't it? Okay, so that's what we've got to play with. And my little pot of embellishments here. So let's, oh yeah, let's dig all those out as well, because I don't know what I'm doing today. Filling and embellishing, or just one, or we'll just see how the time goes. Yeah, they're all the bits from the kit. They're just other bits that are collected along the way. Is there another ticket in there I missed? No. Right, so let's see. 2 pockets there with the cards in, 2 pockets there with the cards in. 2 pockets here, but we haven't got anything in them. What's going in them? Maybe these long ones. Yep, they're the right size, so that one is a similar paper, isn't it? What do we think? Don't know. Okay, so I've got 2 that need tags. Are these out of here? No, they're too short. Anything? Just seeing if anything will go with it, you know, inside anything. They're too short for in there, aren't they? Although I might, as I often do, I might just fill this with all the little bits that are left and put it in, you know, a tuck, so that people can take the bits out. And yeah, so I'll leave that unfilled. So I've got, you see, this is the thing, I've got tags that don't fit pockets and pockets that have no tags. This is what happens to me. So they're all fillers. There are a couple of pockets without tags. They just want to go down on the page, and that wants to go in somewhere, and that's all my embellishments. Okay, so thank you for staying with me while I organised myself. Let's have a look then, and just move these this side and see where we're going to start. Yeah, we're probably going to end up making some tags and journal cards, aren't we? Because I want 2 in there, and I don't think I'm going to put that envelope in. I'm sure I had some. Yes, I have. Look, I've got a little bag of scrap. Well, what's left from the kit. Maybe scraps, maybe not. I don't know. So we'll try and use these up. A piece of brown. Yeah, a few scraps and bits and pieces of papers. Oh yeah, that's the papers that I put on the back of that. Yeah, Kaiser Craft. Slideshow it's called. So it's got yeah, tickets and things on one side, and this lovely ledger on the. It came with the bundle that I got from lovely Anne-Marie. Big piece of that. Okay, so we'll use these to make tags with. When I got my die cut machine, yeah, and then a few little pieces left in the book page. Okay, so we've got plenty there to make tags without, you know, printing and digging around for things. So let's see. What I'm going to need is card, isn't it? But we'll do that in a minute. Let's put these pockets in that we've got, which are, so you're going in a tuck. We haven't got a tuck yet. So I've got 4 pockets now. I know. Oh, and these 2, but these 2 I've got in that middle piece. Just wondering if we need a pocket on the front of here. Possibly, but they're not the colours. So let's start having a look. I mean, that is a beautiful page for writing on, isn't it? And I absolutely love the image on there. Same again, journaling. This is a nice plain page, and we've got both sides for journaling, so I'm thinking maybe this side a pocket. Yeah, that goes quite nice, doesn't it? Quite like that. If I put a pocket on there, can we journal on that other side? I think so. It's thick enough. It's thick enough. And it's not too bumpy a pocket, is it? The other alternative is that one. No, I think that gets lost a bit. I like the I'll just ink it again because I don't know if I've inked it or not. It looks like I have, looking at the back. I haven't inked an awful lot. I've inked in certain places. I haven't inked the pages, and I don't think they need it. I inked around the where's my glue? What is that? The cover. Let's take those out. Yeah, it's nice thin paper, that, so it shouldn't be too bulky. As long as I don't put anything bulkier in it than it's got. So we're down to the fun stuff. I mean, it's been fun all the way along, this one, but yeah, the fun stuff to watch, I guess. Filling and embellishing. Did I have a cloth? Oops, the corner stuck up. Got it caught in my cloth, so it might have been me, but that's it. Right, let's see how that glues. Yeah, the glue's fine on the outside. It looks like it's up, but it's not. What did it do with the tags? I'm going to ink those, I think, just because they may not be cut very square. And it does disguise the fact, or, you know, makes it, enhances it, makes it part of the plan, as it were. Oh yes, so it'd be nice to get Neil home today, won't it? Oops. He'll be chomping at the bit to go back to work, though. I think, what day are we? What day of the week? Oh, it's Monday, isn't it? I hope it's Monday. I hope it was Sunday yesterday, because I put scraps on Sunday up. Where am I? I'm going to do the same on the back, as I often do. So this page inside, if it goes. Do I like it there? I don't know if I do. I prefer it on that one. Although that's the vellum. No. Do I like it on that one, or do I like it on that one? I don't know. This just looks, there's not much in it, but it looks a completely different sort of pink to this one. This is pink, and that one's more sort of corally pink, if you see what I mean. And I've got more of this pink in here, so I'm going to go on here with it. Yeah, so what was I doing? Talking about the day. It's Monday, so I think, yeah, it's Tuesday, Wednesday off anyway, so that's good. So yeah, Thursday will be, I bet you anything, unless the doctor tells him specifically not to, because I've told him to ask when he can go back, and he won't. I expect he'll be chomping at the bit to go if he's feeling well. We'll see. I think he feels bad because they're short-staffed, and I know one of the ladies he works with was in A&E at the same time he was, believe it or not, with a virus, and I think she's still off. And yeah, COVID is still, goodness me, COVID is still around and people are still getting it, so they're still struggling for staff. So we'll see. I'll know how well he is by whether he wants to go or not, because if he doesn't go, I'll know even though he's telling me he feels fine, he doesn't. Sneaky. Okay, so we've got one there. We'll just embellish a little bit the other side of that page, so that I put it on that one on the other side, didn't I, in the back? And that's beautiful. I might have a tuck on that one. I'm wondering if we could use these as tucks. Well, of course we could. I mean, I'm wondering if I'd like them, is what I was meaning. Possibly. What am I looking for? I'm looking for these. Sorry, I didn't show you what I was doing, did I? Oh, am I going? Well, that's the same. It's the same background. So's that up. I've got that side as well. I mean, they're so beautiful on both sides. They would go in tucks as well, wouldn't they? It's a shame to fasten one side down. Okay, and then there's these then. So I'm lucky I put all that avocado dyed paper in, so I could have that one there or that one there. Oh, okay, sorry, I don't know what I was saying, and I stopped the video because I just noticed Tanya came up on a live on my other phone. So I stopped to watch her, and yeah, what's going on now? So I was looking at pockets here, wasn't I? I was just sort of tidying things up while I was listening to her. Yeah, pockets, right. Quite like that one on there. Now, I know these are the same ones that are on that centerpiece there. Does it really matter? Do you know what? I think if we put a ticket on the front of them, they're quite big those, aren't they? They're going to hide everything. Yeah, just to ring the changes, I was thinking. I wish I'd printed them out. In fact, I will. I'll put them on and then I'll print these out at half the size is what I'll do. And then if I put, you know, one of these on, it kind of changes. It'll change it. Plus to be, it'll change how it looks. So that's what I'll do. So I'll put these on, but yeah, I'll put lace and one of those on it to change how it looks. And I do quite like that one there. So let's just give it a little, ever such a, if I can, gentle ink. And yeah, it's quite chunky with it being. Let me just make it nice and flat around the, oops, change the shape of it around the edges there, so it's laying as flat as it can in the book. Yeah, that's better. I obviously hadn't done that when I made it, folded it. Ooh. There we go. That's it. I did also grab some card, some craft card while where are those other tags? Where did I put them? Must be under here. There they are. Just see if these go in here. That's pretty, isn't it? Well, they're all pretty. I don't know why I'm saying that. Yeah, I'm just not sure if it needs something plain, because the pocket's so full on, isn't it? Yeah, I think they need kind of plainer tags in there. Let's put the other one on in the back somewhere. So we was around this one, wasn't we? Is this the one? Yeah. So it could go there. That's where I put the other one, but I'm not. I think it is anyway. No, that's better. This is quite a muted page. It has. Can you see it? I'll bring it really close to you. It's got a really faint. It's beautiful. It's a chandelier, but it is very faint. I mean, it's fine to the naked eye, but I'm not sure it's showing up on the camera very well. So this pop of colour on this side is what I was thinking. Yeah, a bit higher up, yeah. Will complement it. There we go. And then tomorrow, which is Tuesday, I will be on with the scrappy journal, the controversial journal, I'm going to call it, that we well, I started when my brain didn't want to work on anything precision, like this. Yeah, so I went for a scrappy make, which was the right thing to do. I'm just making sure the tag will go in. And I don't dislike that one in there. I know the picture is on the opposite side, but it's a nice thin tag. I could put a bit of something here. What about one of these? That's nice. Because that, I put that on for journaling on. I know it's got a colour, but you could journal on it. And if you're not a journaler, it's pretty. Whoops. It's only just in the middle, isn't it? Yeah, and I'm thinking that, a little lace pull or tag, bit of something on the top as a tab is what I was trying to say. Yeah, because I've squashed that pocket tight, so they are quite tight pockets, so these are the perfect size. Yeah, I'll leave that in there. Yeah, I know it wants a tab. So let's look at this one again that I've just put in. Well, we will if we can find it. There it is. Right in front of you. So these are the two that I've got to choose from. Just spotted that. Isn't that beautiful? That's very similar to the one I've got on the front there. And we all know whose favourite these are, don't we? Yeah, no, I'm not feeling that one. So let's see if I've got anything ready cut here before that's kind of that size. Just a bit too short, width wise. Thin. Yeah, thin. Oh, well, this is a piece of the, that might be nice, might it? A piece of the, yes, the cover. What's his name? Take it about there. Henry Terry, the Henry Terry Victorian Garden book. Yeah, I will straighten it off on the guillotine. In fact, I'll get it out because the chopper, as I like to call it, because it needs some off the sides as well, and obviously I'll back it because it's not quite strong enough. Nearly, but not quite. So some papers on the back. I'll just right, I don't know how far in I want it. Let's do it by trial and error. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Right, now I need to decide if I like the colours. It's on the other side. Oh, it's sideways on the other side. Don't see why not. I'm just wondering if we've got something in the colours of the to tie in with it. I mean, they're too big, aren't they? I want the teeny tiny little ticket, I was going to say. I'm just playing, just having a little play. This is what I do. It may end up not on there at all. But you have to play with these things, don't you? Just trying to think of something to tie it in. No, I don't like it. Maybe it will just be some lace, pink lace, rose lace on the top. I was going to ink it, but it needs needs backing. Oh, look at that one. Right, yeah, this is what I brought along. Oh, it's quite thick though, isn't it? But I think it'd be all right. Just a craft card. Do I want it on craft card, or do I want it on a piece of this, like I did the other one? I think I'm going to do it on a piece of this. Might as well use the papers we've got, and I'm terrible for using this glue. I just keep filling it up and using it, but I like it. What was I saying? Yeah, the thickness. It would be a better thickness, this one, not too thick, because I've made the pockets quite tight, even though they're gusseted, and yeah, just ties it into the rest of the pieces, doesn't it? And it's a piece just sat there waiting to be used, so obviously it was meant to be. Yeah, I'm going to use the guillotine. I'm not even going to attempt to cut in a straight line. Right, the only trouble with stopping to watch Tanya is I didn't notice how long I'd been filming. I mean, of course it doesn't feel like 5 minutes to me, but that's always the way when you're having fun, and it's not necessarily true. I think I must have been on half an hour though. I mean, with the 10 minutes that I've got on here, I think. Oh yeah, you're inking that quite thick, Denise, saying you aren't going to. It needs to dry. You can see how soft it is with the glue at the minute, can't you? It needs to dry so that it yeah, you know, sets. And I'm thinking if I'm printing those smaller, I might get a smaller one of those on there as well. Cheers. So I'll just pop that. I'll pop it under there. We'll remember it's there. Of course we will. Okay, so then these, we were on about putting these in a tuck, weren't we? So, and using these now. I backed them, but I'm thinking, which ones do we want? Not that one. One of those and one of those. I'm thinking if I put them on this piece of this, they'll be nice strong tucks, won't they? To hold these envelopes. Oh, now I'm looking at the envelopes. Didn't I say I wanted something not so fussy? So maybe this would be a good one. Right. Oh, I'm all over the place. I hope I'm in camera. Oh, that was my arm on the table crunching. Oh dear. Let's go up there. Well, one thing about using this glue when I'm filming, although I'm using it when I'm not filming, is that it dries quickly. Here, you heard the ping and it was Neil, so I better have a look. Okay, I'm back. So it was Neil, and yeah, I've been chatting to him quite a while. He's sat waiting for his paperwork, which is still not ready yet, but you know, the longer it went on, the more I thought I need to finish my video. So yeah, I'll show you what I was doing while I was chatting to him, and then yeah, I might have to end the video and go get him. He shouldn't be too much longer now. My brother-in-law's taking me to get him. So all I did was I cut some craft card squares that fit in those two pockets so that I can cover them. So I did the same for that one and that one. They're a bit tight actually. I might need to take a little bit off them. And what was I doing? I was sorting out the pockets, wasn't I? So I printed some more of those small just before I turned the camera back on now, and stuck them on those two tucks. So they were going to have these behind them, weren't they? Somewhere. So that's two pockets, or two tucks with the pockets that are going in them with the card in, ready to go in, because I think there's going to have to be another video now, because yeah, this is going to have to be a short one, I think. I decided, I had this on my desk all along as part of the kit. I decided that would be a nice down on the page as a pocket with just perhaps that behind it. So there's another one, and the same with these two. I thought, well, that can just go on the page as a tuck, couldn't it, with this one behind it, which I'm going to put all the little bits, the spare bits in. So that's another one, so we're ready to go. There was these two pockets, yep, so they're all ready to go in as soon as well, I might start it now, I'll see, but I have a feeling I might get a call soon saying to go get him. And then I made this belly band. I was thinking there's no belly band, I could do with a belly band in here. So I've got one here, look, I'll show you what I did. I know most of you will be able to create a belly band out of a book page, but just for those of you that are new or whatever. So I love this creamy page book that goes with pink. I do a lot of book page, creamy book page, old vintage book page and pink. So all I do is fold it over to, I don't know, and I didn't do any measuring. As you can see, that one's, it's not far off actually. Wherever I think I want the width of my belly band to be, just fold the back over it, and then for strength all I did was just glued the whole thing together, the whole thing down like that. And then I just, because the book is not too huge, just cut the top and bottom off, inked it round, and then stuck some pieces from the kit on it. That's all I did. It was easy as that, and actually it was quite, I was doing it while I was talking, so I wasn't thinking about it. And yeah, a real nice, easy thing to make. And yeah, I think you'll agree with me that it's rather lush with the paper behind it. It could be a tag or something like that. You could put German space behind it, couldn't you? It's dried quite nice and stiff. Yeah, so we've got a belly band to go as well. I also found these just sitting on my desk while I was chatting away. So these are tags from Junk with Steph. Junk with Steph. I was trying the other day resizing. So depending on what program I get my digitals in, some of them that I can do 2 to a page, and others, when I do 2 to a page, my computer prints it half the size, but prints it on 2 pages. So I just get one thing right on it and it changes something else's printer. I definitely need some kind of IT qualification, so I was just playing around with it, which is why they were sat on my desk. Long story, wasn't it? So I just backed them on some of that paper that I had left, because I thought I might use them in here, and then I've got them ready to go. If I suddenly want to tag, because I've got all these lovely things here that can just go on them, and if not, they can just go into my stash, can't they? So yeah, shall we put some of these pockets in and see how we go? See if my phone goes. And yeah, I might have to go and have a cup of tea actually soon as well, because I'm desperate. Right, so we've got one. What have we got in the front? We've got this in the front. Yeah, I still might put something on there, a small pocket. I'll have to think about that. So I want that for journaling, and that I said. We've got something on the back of that one. And we could put something in there. Let's just have a look what else I've got going on before. I'll keep my hand in there. Or I could put it on there if I wanted to. I definitely want journaling on those spots that are. I've got something on that one. I'm not doing too bad though. So yeah, I think, and I'm wondering about one of these big ones. So I've got this one that I made that will go down on a page, and this one, yeah, they're covering quite a lot of that up, aren't they? This one hasn't been inked. Yeah, it's a bit sideways underneath. Let me have a look if I can do something about that, because I've obviously not folded it properly. Can you see how I've got this big gap here and over there? So maybe if I just put a big gap here to match that one. What do you think? As long as it's symmetrical, it doesn't really matter. It won't stand out too much, will it? Is that better? No, look, there's quite a big gap there. Big gap. Goes across like that, doesn't it? Let's make that bit rounder now. In the scheme of things, it won't, I don't think it will show up too much once it's you know, got stuff in it and what have you, but yeah, it's a completely different shape. It'll last go, and then I'll leave it alone. Is that better? That's better. Yeah, it's definitely not symmetrical, but it's a better shape. Don't know what I did. Sorry, Nanine, cut your kit out all wrong. Yeah, I'm thinking I'd like it on there as opposed to on there. Just like that plain background behind it. And the other thing is it's beautiful on the back as well, isn't it? I suppose I could do that on there. Put it on as a flip. That's a good idea. But why? What's the point behind it? Just so you can see the back, because you can't journal on there. And I don't particularly want it as a flip on there. Decisions. I mean, it is beautiful, but oh, I've really given myself a conundrum now. I don't like that on either of those, so that one was easy. I think I'm just yeah, it's not as if we're short of anything, you know, pocket wise, journaling space wise, so I will put it down. It's the beauty of having a digital kit, is that, you know, you can print it again as often as you want, and you know, you can make a completely different journal or whatever it is you're making with the kit, you know, to what you did the first time round, just by, you know, putting things in differently, folding them differently, cutting them different sizes, embellishing them differently. Yeah, because I'm thinking just some folded up, nice sheet of folded up paper from the kit. I'll have to print one because I don't have one, but so it's often nice, I think, when you get a journal to have a piece of kit paper to either write on or play with. So yeah, I will, and I've just had my printer on, would you believe, but never mind. Yeah, I'll print a piece of kit page to put in there. Right, let me try and build it evenly-ish. So I had a pocket somewhere there, and then I had a page, and then I had another one. Just so I can do it in the back. Yeah, and then I had a few. Right, so I had a pocket in the back somewhere, yep. And then I had a page. I did that one further in, didn't I? So I've already used that page. Right. So what I did have originally was one on here. I didn't think I liked that, did I? Oh no, you know, I don't dislike it with that opposite it, but it opens the wrong way. Just makes it a little bit more difficult, doesn't it? So I'm thinking belly band here. Yes, definitely. Okay, and I'm just, now I could put lace on the edge and stuff like that. I still can, I guess. I can put lace top and bottom once on the page once it's down, should I decide I want it. But I think it'll depend very much on what I put inside here. And again, it might just be some of the paper folded nicely because it's so beautiful, isn't it? That's a thought. And then that it would match the other side as well, so in which case I don't think I want anything else. No, I think that's lovely. I love that. So it's plainish, but it's definitely not plain, is it? Okay, good. We've got two in. So we've got these two tucks that were just created. Where's the other one gone? Yeah, I backed them onto the card. You saw me do that, didn't you? And they're fairly thick now, but obviously they'll hold quite a bit. Where's the middle? There. So we've got middle, that. Yeah, so somewhere around here. I'm wondering about this. So let's have a look what we've got, see what's really popping on here. I quite like that green. And of course they're double-sided, so I can have them the other way. Because it's quite a thick, I don't even know that I like that tucked in there now I've done it. No, I don't. Don't be afraid to change your mind. I want them in something, I think. I don't just want them on the page. Definitely want them in something. But not those tucks. They just weren't doing it. I think we want side tucks. Anything else to go down? This wasn't there with that in it. Oh, what was the other one? This. Oh, this was the tuck. It'd go either way, wouldn't it? But this was the tuck with that in. Yeah, quite like that one there. So let's do that. Oh, I forgot to put that lovely bit on the back because it was a journal card. Never mind. Yeah, and we can go fairly middle of page-ish, can't we? We don't need to go at the bottom. I think this needs something on it to... where's those little tickety things? No, the smaller ones, no. And then I had these, didn't I? Do I want another one of those? It might go in there because it'll be hidden, actually. Yeah, when you take the envelope out, it's a nice little piece to write on. So this is the envelope that all the extras are going in. So the embellishments, that's it. Extra embellishments. So there'll be extra paper, you know, tucked in the belly band and that bigger envelope, and there'll be extra embellishments in here. So yeah, like that. How many are we from the middle? Just roughly 1, 2, 3, and we're just inside another pocket. 1, 2, 3, so around here, wasn't it? And there is 2 plain pages here actually, so this might be a nice one for one of these to go on. We've got this, we've got that. I like that now next to that. Oh, I liked it before, didn't I? It was that opening side. Needs to be on this side, so should I put it there? Yes, it's got something on the other side of that, haven't I? And that one. And that one. Let's put it on here then. Now my idea originally was to put it down, I will, I think, as a U, you know, as a side tuck as well, and then decide at a later date whether I actually want to tuck something in it or not, and leave the option for whoever owns it. Oh, I thought for a minute I'd done that the wrong side. I do often, as you know, so we'll move it in a little bit, but not too much. Oh, a bit straighter would have been good. Yeah, just so that I can get something in there. I probably will put a small piece of something in just so that it's obvious that it's... Might even put a thing on there as well, whatchamacallit, a grabby doodah, a tab, that's it. I might need a few bits of glue going in. You're just going to disappear, aren't you? I just want to leave something in it to remind me. You very nearly do, but we'll just put you in there. Oh, there's 2, look. Let's put them in there and then I'll decide. That's it. Okay, good, we've got another one in then. So we must be nearly pocketed up, I'm thinking. Oh, lovely journal spaces, that's just too beautiful. Journal. You've got something on the other side, yeah. So you just want some embellishment. Love that. Yeah, these things that have got avocado pages just want a bit of embellishment on. I did wonder about that one. Is there something on the back? No, just because it's a portrait piece that I've turned round, so maybe that would be a good place for these. wonder if I could put that, you know, I could put it down like that as a tuck, if you know what I mean, couldn't I? So the pocket is there. If I put a tab on the whatever's going in it, and I can still tuck, let's just use this for an example, tuck a tag behind it. Yes, I like that, and I like that one there. So, oh, that was a bit of inspiration come from nowhere. Yeah, put it on as a tuck. I know when I wanted to see the back and we're not, but yeah, it's got to go where I'm liking it. And the same thing goes, as I said before, I can print these off again and use them differently next time. Didn't actually mind that in there too much. Quite liked it. Yeah, I don't know whether to have a divot in there or just a tab on the... We'll see. I'll just leave that down, I think, for now. Right, so where were we? Because I need to do the same on the front. Somewhere. Somewhere around here. It was that one, wasn't it? This is a slightly nicer side. I could do with like a little, we're all at the bottom, aren't we? I could do with a little up tuck maybe. What about this? Kind of clashes with this, doesn't it? Oh yes, one of these roses maybe. I've not used the roses yet. Oh, I've just had a thought about a belly band with these. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm off, you see, like wonky. Might make a nice side tuck. I think I have to think about that and play with that a little bit more, but yeah, that is a possibility. I've got all sorts of things here, haven't I, that I could just back to make a tuck from. So what about these? Stuck together. I think they need to be a little bit stronger. Might have to back them. Yeah, they're not backed. Just onto a piece of scrap paper, really. Come onto a piece of book paper. Oh, that's nice looking, isn't it? Electronic music. Yeah, just to give them a little bit more strength, and then I'll stick them together and make an up tuck. Just go in the corner and save some of this thing, because it's a lovely book. It's a huge book, so I'm not going to run out soon, but you know, when you like something, you like it. Although I was the same with the what's the other paper that I used to love and use all the time, and I don't so much now, the Shakespeare book. You use something, don't you, until you... I'll go this side, I think. Until you get a bit fed up of it, but I'm sure I will one day get it out again and be thrilled that there's still so much of it left. Although I did use an awful lot of it, I have to say. I could have made paper clusters and all sorts of things with this paper for this kit. The sky's the limit, really, isn't it? Once you start, but it, like I say, it's so beautiful inside. It doesn't need an awful lot of embellishing, I don't think, and that's coming from me who loves to embellish a lot. Okay, getting these little tiny bits now. Out you come. Not that it matters really, because they're tickets. And it's a different colour so you can see. Okay, that was a quickie, wasn't it? But you're going to be the back one. I'm not going to punch those holes, so I'll just darken them down a little bit. I like that one on top. Now I know it's like pink on pink. Oh, got a bit showing down there. Yeah, but they just look like two tickets laid on top of each other. Like it. It's lower than a... Is that kind of what I wanted? Sort of. Stuck now, Denise, so that's kind of what you're having. Oops, look at that. Some cloth. Right, slow it down a bit, missus, slow it down. Because you don't want that bit stuck to the bottom of the page, do you? It won't be an uptuck then, it'll just be an embellishment. Did I say what I was going to stick in it? Just that I fancied it there, wasn't it? I'm not sticking that in it, I just want to see how far up I want the tuck to go. I still don't really know, to be honest. Let's grab a bit of that one in, shall we? There. Oops. Yeah, curled the corner over. Look, that's not what I'm putting in it, but yeah, something like that. Good, good, good. Let's get rid of my bits. Away you go. Actually, that isn't that. That was going in that. Oh yeah, it still is, isn't it? It's here. I thought I'd put it down and put something else in it now. Oh, was this what I was going to put in? Oh, can't now. You've got the same ticket on. No, definitely not. I'll just put one of those in for now and then. No, let's put it that way. Just remind me I need to make something. Okay, so is that them all in? No, we've still got... Oh, that was going inside that one anyway, wasn't it? We've still got this one. Just make sure I don't want that on the front. I don't mind that on the front, but I don't like that ticket in it. I want something plainer. I'm going to put that on the front. Let's have a little divot out of it. Oh, bear with me. I think I must have been filming a long time now as well. So, oops. Help if you can see what you're doing. So I think I might have to call this a video anyway. And just trying to think what else there is for you to see. Oh yeah, I've still got those two. Yeah, there's definitely another video, isn't there? Because I've got those two cards to make or to embellish. That's inside the front and back pocket, and yeah, so maybe I'll finish this tomorrow. Yeah, I will. I'll finish this tomorrow with you. And then, which is Tuesday. Then Wednesday's my day off and we'll start again catching up on Thursday with that junk. What? Oh, not you. Oh yeah, quite like that in there. Okay, lovely. So thank you so much for staying with me once again with a very all over the place video, but I hope you've enjoyed it because I've played with some lovely things and yeah, thoroughly enjoyed myself. Hope you've enjoyed seeing them and got a few ideas. So yeah, give me a thumbs up or give me a comment, and have a lovely day, and I'll see you with it tomorrow. Bye for now.